Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Monday, the 10th of March 2025, and this was a surprise turn up on my doorstep today. Joytoy Warhammer 40k World Eaters Lord Invocatus. It looks like Invocatus, and looks like the figure is 12.6 cm. Tournament is on top of the, is that a Juggernaut? On top of the, whatever beast is on top of there. It does look pretty good. Still in its cellophane, so a bit of glare. Nice look on the side. Looks absolutely fantastic on the back. It'll be interesting to see how the articulation is. His shoulders look really good actually on this particular creature here as well. I am looking forward to this. This is one of the things that does get me excited with a 40k line. These things that are not standard Marines or things that are different. So I am looking forward to this. Okay, I'm going to unbox and set it up. I'll be back in an instant. Do stay tuned. What a beast. I am loving it so far. They look like there was an issue. There's not an issue, but it can be a little bit difficult to pose him to sit down nicely in the saddle, depending what position you've got this beast, this juggernaut of a beast in, you know, depending on where his armor is and whatnot, or get in the way of his legs and whatnot. But it's not really an issue. It looks really, really good. So, accessories. Quick check in the box. There is no clear round plastic base that I can see in the box or the packing. This does have quite a strong smell of opening of cat pee, which is, yeah, pleasant. Only accessories he has, which you can't see there, are the opposite hand to default. So default is right trigger, left gripping, and he comes with opposite. Comes with left trigger and left trigger and right gripping, as opposed to right trigger and left gripping. Very, very cool indeed. What we'll do, we'll take a close look, but we're going to break it up into sections. So we'll do him first of all. Then we'll go to the Juggernaut beast after. Let's have a look at him. Some nice details. Different flesh colour we've seen before, much paler skinned. And you've got some inking in there in the recess, which looks pretty good. But then you're missing sort of parts on the other side. Then you can see in his ribs he's got some. The arm looks like it's missing a bit. Maybe because they haven't had any inking on the metal. And the back you can see there's sort of a bit of depth there. But it seems to be a bit, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like their heart wasn't in it. A better job could have been done on the painting, especially for something like this, which is a bit more premium and different to the other stuff. But it is a nice looking figure. They said it was 12.6. Look at that size of him separately later. Is this a Juggernaut? I really can't remember the name. So have a look at this. Oh, is that the Juggernaut, the Warhammer one I'm thinking of, the fantasy battle from years ago? Looks nice. It really is got a lot of weight. They probably could have made it cheaper, didn't make it so solid inside. Lovely details. The inking and the sort of dry brushing effect really works well on that. Come around to the back. Or even the articulation on the tail, the other side. This part can be moved around, it's quite loose. And underneath I'm not looked at. And that is nice again. That is a lovely, lovely looking toy figure. And got the little spikes on the outside of the feet. They've got holes for pegs, but there's no base that comes with it. Just worried that's a bit loose. But that is fantastic looking. And that is a beast for real. Okay, so what we'll do next, we'll do articulation, then we go through size and do a couple of comparisons. So let's take this guy first of all. I will take his axe out. I'll keep his gun in. So top to bottom, backpack appears to be nothing. Head, there is a forwards backwards, can turn a little bit and a small side to side. Shoulders, difficult to go around on that one because of the stuff on the head. This one sort of can. Lateral raise, this is where we've had lots of issues before. This one is better than, yeah, not great, but better than a lot of them. However, this arm, look at that. This arm appears to be going much, much higher than before. So it's an improvement, not great, but improvement. There's a bicep swivel, which is a bit stiff. Bicep bend is a double joint, but it's only getting about 90 degrees due to the bulkiness of everything on this hand, same on the other. Wrist is all directions. Trunk, oh great on the flesh there. There's a good forwards, backwards, good side to side. There is a good turn. There is a separate waist, which is hard to, there you go. Turn, forwards, backwards, side to side. It's hard to sort of single it out. Together, sideways is pretty damn good on both ways. Forwards, the sort of buckles in the pierces skin in his chest. And then backwards is absolutely fantastic on this. There's not articulation on these things, but they do move around, which is good because it helps me sitting down and they can actually move. Hips, yay far. Forwards is not great because the armour gets in the way. I'm loving that on the bottom of his shoes there. Backwards is okay, so together it's all right. There's the thigh twist. You don't appear to be put these hips down separately. So double kneecap, super chunky, but still gets 90 degrees. And the feet we know got a tippy toe, dorsiflexation. We can turn and we can swivel, and there is very stiff. There we go, toe articulation. It's a great looking figure. Okay, let's go to our beastie here, which I'm still going to call a Juggernaut until I know what the actual name is. That didn't actually say on the box as far as I can recall. It says, no, Lord Invocatus. Alright, so let's have a look at this articulation. It's been maybe a bit more difficult to sort of work out everything that kind of moves on it. So let's go from front to back. So the head and neck. Side to side, up and down, and you can turn, nothing on the horn. Mouth does, get a better focus. The mouth does open and close to a degree. Shoulders, legs, there is a in and an out, but it's small. Looks like a separate joint for the armour up there. So the shoulder leg goes around. It will go around, but the armour does get in the way. There's a small in and out. You've got a bend at the top. And we've got another bend at the bottom. And then we've got the paw or hoof. And you can twist from the joints if you want. So good articulation there. And then you've got this articulated shoulder part here, which sort of basically goes in and out, which means it gives space for the rider. There is nothing in the trunk that I can see, or the upper neck. Oh no, it looks like the upper neck might have something. Let's have a look. So the upper neck does have a joint that moves as well, which is not really side to side open. That's more like a turn. I can't get much more on that. Waist and trunk. Okay, there's a little bit there, but not a lot. Back legs. Oh, look at that piston effect on that armor. That is fantastic. So that is really good. Back legs go outwards and inwards. They go back, not too far because that part will be in the way, but it looks really good. You've got the little bend there. You've got another bend here, and you've got the hoof bend there. At the tail is a small bit of articulation as well. I'm loving that piston effect there. Oh, and that comes outwards as well. The piston, when it moves, it will go out. It will go. This part will go down. You'll see. Really nice. I like that a lot. Very, very cool. Let's get it standing up as big as I can with flat hoofs. So when we do the size, you get an idea of how big it actually is in sort of height-wise. Let's put that over there. So the box, was it 12.6 for him? Not sure where they're measuring to. But let's have a look. So the top of his helmet, not the top of these sort of horns, I'm making about 13 and a bit cm, so nearly about 5¼ inches. The very, very top of the figure, so the top of this sort of black plumage there, is about 16.5 centimeters, about 6.25, between 6.25 to 6.5 inches. The beastie here, top of the shoulder is about 6.25 inches, about just under 16 cm, and top of that sort of horn on the head is around just under 6.5 inches, or just around about 16.5 cm. And the length I am making to the end of the tail about 11 inches, about 28 centimeters. Width-wise, we want to do width. Let's do width since I'm here. So shoulder to shoulder, widest part is going to be sort of the middle. So just go from there. So we're looking at about just under 5 inches, about 12 centimeters. He is a big, big boy. Okay, so before I stick him on for a comparison, let's do a comparison like he is with a Khorne Berserker to get an idea how he scales with a Khorne Berserker. And you can see that he is about the same, a little taller, more to the helmet than the actual build size itself. Those different sculpting. So they've both got the muscled arms, and his is different on the sculpting. We can see they're not exactly the same. All right, let's stick him on top for the comparison. Properly move these out of the way slightly. Try and get him posed to fit on very nicely. His hips are a little bit loose, which is a bit of a worry, but I should say that these part on top sort of move and articulate as well, which is quite nice. Okay, so he's sitting on it there. Let's put him on the front. I'm going to put his axe back in. So it's standing up nicely. Okay, so let's get our Berserker back. And you can see there's a considerable size difference in that. Very, very cool. On the other side, let me put a Blood Angels Terminator. I'll bring the Terminator's hips down to make him as tall as he can be. And the Terminator is a massive, but you see that the beast, the mount, the Juggernaut is just very, very bulky in comparison. Let's take these two out. Let's take these two out. Let's go for something a bit different for comparison. Push the armor back slightly. Okay, so let's go for a Space Wolves Venerable Dreadnought, which is far more chunky, also taller as well. Pretty cool. Now let's go for a Cadian Armoured Sentinel. To zoom out a little bit. On the other side. Oh, please, everything, hold your weight. Don't fall forwards. Oh my word. The hip is going too loose. Okay. See if it will hold its position there. No. That is getting too loose. Let me try and change the posture. See if it will hold its weight like that. Oh no. I want to have it nice and upright, but I can't. Alright, so it like downwards slightly. And we can see there, if I get the pilot just to stand next to it here, he just looks like a completely different scale altogether. This is a very, very nice release. I'd actually forgotten all about that, and it was a really nice surprise just to find it on my doorstep when I came home from work earlier. This is one of the fantastic things about China or Beijing, or where I live in Beijing. I won't say China full stop because it's different everywhere. That things tend to be very, very safe. People don't take things from your doorstep and whatnot. So, you know, I've had no parcels go missing or anything like that. Very cool. I do like that. Very, very nice indeed. If you're not done so already, please consider joining the Patreon to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws from time to time too, including for Horus Heresy and 40k stuff. I sent one out yesterday to the latest prize draw when I sent that to Australia. Okay, very, very cool. This is Awesome Match Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.